Whew. Well, it did it to me again, y'all. It did it to me again. Had to get my Union Jack for that one. Shout out to David Haye and Tony Bellew, man. Another emotional fight, man. You know, as a David Haye fan, I wanted him to win this fight. I like David Haye. Um, I thought he was being the class act from the end of the first fight, pretty much all the way up to this fight. But it got to the point where Tony Bellew was being such an asshole and talking so much shit that David kind of had to get a little attitude. He didn't get extreme, but he kind of picked it up a little bit as the fight got closer. I wanted to believe that David was fine in shape, um, and he would knock out Tony Bellew, man. But unfortunately, that did not happen. Uh, the first two rounds, I thought David Haye won. They were close, especially the first, but I thought that he landed more flush shots than Bellew did. I gave him more points for some of the scoring that he was doing in those two rounds. And in the third round, what happened? Um, for some reason, and I think that this may be David Haye's fault, but for some reason he started opening up, started throwing wild, like he was going for a knockout. I don't know why, you know. Um, I think he should have continued the patience, continued boxing, but he decided to enter a slugfest. And what happened? He got hit and he got knocked down. It was a flash knockdown. He didn't see the punch coming. He got hit. He was not really hurt. He just went down and was kind of stunned and got right back up. Kind of made a face like wasn't too happy about it. I don't think he got injured at that point. I could be wrong. From the replay, feel like maybe he did get injured on that knockdown. I'm not sure if it was that one or the following knockdown. But a few seconds later, after he went down again, you could clearly tell that he was hurt again, man. Just like the first fight. And before this fight started, I said to myself, man, wouldn't it be something if he got hurt again in the fight? And he did. You know, I didn't go on the record saying this, but the first fight was my fight of the year for 2017, man. That fight started out slowly, started out poorly, but once that injury happened, man, and the drama that followed, it was an emotional roller coaster, man, and that was my fight of the year, man. Doesn't top that to me. And once again, it was emotional today. So, round three ends. David Haye goes back to the corner. He comes back out. Tony Bellew wins the fourth round. All right. Um, and in the fifth, I'm saying, David, take your time, be slow, go against the ropes like you did in the first fight. Um, let him come to you, look for the opening on the counters. Um, David Haye, for some reason, he was in the middle of the ring, and he was trying to open up. He was going for the knockout, and he got caught again, man. And he got caught bad with left hook, and man, he went down hard, face plant. Went straight down on his face, man. And at that point, man, it was so bad that we didn't being hurt. The question in my mind was, is David going to stay on the canvas? Because he just can't continue. Not because he was hurt, because he can take Bellew's punch and recover and get up, but just with the injury, could he continue in the fight? Would he just decide to ride it out, just stay on the canvas because he cannot effectively win in that way. That was a hard knockdown. Now David Haye, man, this guy's not a quitter, man. He don't know how to spell quit, man. This guy got up, man, and wanted to continue that fight. You know, David Haye gets all the respect in the world from me, man. Nobody can down talk David Haye to me, man. From the first fight and this fight, man, this guy, man, look, if he can go, he gonna keep going, man. And he wanted to continue, man. And shortly after, Bellew came forward, throwing the volume, and Howard Foster was the referee. Howard Foster does not play, man. He if he feels the guy cannot continue, man, he will stop that shit, and he did, man. Initially, I jumped up. I was kind of mad. I was like, man, why? What is he doing? Why is he stopping it? Because me, I'm enjoying the drama. I'm enjoying the drama of the fight, man. Just like I did in the first fight. David Haye, fought on for 5 more rounds, man, after he was hurt. And I was wanting the fight to continue, but I'm not mad at Howard Foster, man, because David Haye was not right. His only hope was landing up, a power punch, and he was not hitting Bellew with punches that was knocking him down or hurting him seriously. He could not plant. He's fighting over one leg again. So while I personally would have loved the drama to continue, to see the heart of David Haye, and how the fight would have played out if it would have continued. I'm not gonna run down Howard Foster for doing his job. To save the fighter, to prevent a serious injury. Because hey, what if Bellew was to hit David Haye with some shit that would change him for the rest of his life, man? And that can happen in boxing. So Howard Foster did his job. We're not gonna kill Howard Foster, man. But man, it was again a great drama show. Man, get my Union Jack and wave it in honor of these guys, man. Bellew did give Eddie the embrace that he wanted at the end of the fight. Eddie was holding Bellew up, man. How many promoters can do that with their fighters, man? Holding this heavy ass guy up, man, in his arms, and it was great to see the embrace from the guys, man. Even though they are rivals, it was great to see them embrace each other and to give kudos to each other after the fight, man. That's what it's all about, man. It can be a great build up, great trash talk, but after the fight, guys can come together and be great sportsmen, man. That's what I like to see. And they were asking Bellew what he wanted next. While he has won these last 2 fights, man, I don't think he needs to fight Usyk or Gassiev. I don't think he needs to fight those guys. If they can somehow lure Andre Ward out of retirement with a big payday on Sky Sports box office, there could be a big payday for Tony Bellew. He needs to look for big paydays, man. That's a fight he could look at. As I was thinking about it, man, like he's not gonna fight Joshua. Of course, he does not need to fight Deontay Wilder, man, because he would get knocked out. He'd make a lot of money, but he'd get knocked out. A name that came to mind, and this is strictly a business move. If he wants to get a heavyweight title to his legacy, to his name, even though it's not a big name, maybe he should try to fight Manuel Charr for the WBA heavyweight title. Not the super title, but a WBA heavyweight title. It's not going to be a big, it's not going to be a big fight like a Ward fight or some other big name, but he could put that, he could put a heavyweight crown on his resume, on his legacy, man. I think it would be worth it. I'm assuming in the UK, I'm assuming there would be Sky Sports box office, man. So, and he would be, I believe he would be the A side, you know. So I think that's an option, man. You know, for legacy. Um, but as far as fighting, you know, a top notch heavyweight or fighting one of those cruiserweights, man, I don't think Tony Bellew would win, man. I don't. So, you know, from a business move perspective, man, strictly business, I would try to fight Manuel Char. You know, I would recommend that to Tony Bellew. You know, because Manuel Char himself once fought at cruiserweight, so those guys probably around the same size. I'm not sure, but they probably are. You know, and I don't know much about Manuel Char, but I know he got knocked out cold by the Breeders. You know, well, he got knocked out of the ring, didn't he? So maybe they could make that fight. Maybe you would be the favorite in that fight. You know, especially if it's held at the O2, and I'm pretty sure it would fill up and it would get some pay-per-view buys, and he can make a decent payday. Maybe not Andre Ward level payday if he fought him, but he could make a decent payday and possibly get that heavyweight title on his resume. Now, the only thing about tonight that did not make it completely perfect for me. Of course, I wanted David Haye to win, but and I did not bet this fight either. I just watched it as a fan, enjoyed it. But you know, the only thing that would have made it better for me is if David Haye would have announced his retirement in the ring. You know, David needs to retire. He said in the build up and the lead up to this fight, he said, um, even if you won a fight and did not look good, if you won in a poor fashion, he said that would be it. That you know that he would retire. Uh, and he said, of course, if he lost the fight, that he would retire. Um, you know, David needs to stop, man. His body's not holding up, and not only that, you know, he's not prime anymore, man. He's missing shots. He's you know, he's badly missing shots, man. Uh, you know, the speed's not there, and his body not holding up, man. So, you know, while I'm a fan, you know, I call it like it is, man. You know, it's time for him to hang it up. And I wish he would have announced it in the ring. You know, left it right there in the ring. Um, that would have been the perfect moment and opportunity to do it, man. While the world's looking at you, and to get that last round of applause, man. And I know everybody in the arena would have given him his accolades, man. That's the only thing that I really did not like that I wish was different about tonight, man. But you know, again, let me just you know give a round of applause for these guys, man. Um, it was the drama was there again, man. Emotional, glad to see you know the build up, the back and forth trash talk, and the sportsmanship at the end, man. And congrats to Bellew, man. Thought he would lose this time, like I thought he'd lose the first time. But you know, David's he's not the same guy, man. He needs to hang him up, man. I'm saying it as a fan. So I think that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you watched this fight live, if you did not, definitely check it out. Even though it only went to the fifth round, hell, it may be more entertaining than Triple G fight tonight. So that's it, guys. Shout out to everybody in the UK, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And let me know what you guys thought about the fight, man. But thanks again to these guys for the fight, man. For this rivalry. I know David will clearly say that Bellew was the rival of his career, and something he's proud of. And I was honored to watch these two fights, man, live. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think, and I will check in soon. Thanks for watching.